morning, darling.
Hi, sweetheart. I love you.
I love you, too.
Okay, let's get with it. You look so pretty. Good. See you out there.
One of our members had an appendix taken out last Wednesday, and we're getting our card. Would you like to sign it, too?
Sure. Who was it?
Good morning.
Good morning.
You look absolutely
Thank
beautiful.
you.
Good morning.
Okay.
Love you, Mary Kay.
Love you, too.
God bless you.
God bless you. On with the show.
Every time I see you, you look better. Every time I see you, you must be living right.
Your eyes are getting dimmer.
Got it right.
They're wild, aren't they?
How are you today?
Great.
Great.
Okay? Yes.
For a few days each year, something extraordinary happens here. This stage is transformed into an elaborate festival of magic and delight. Who is this woman whose dream touches thousands of others and changes their lives forever?
I've worked in the same company for almost 13 years, and it's always been that way where I had a title, I had a good pay. Others would consider that a good pay, but there's always that glass ceiling, and that's it for me. It's kind of like a plateau and a dead end.
But with Mary Kay Cosmetics, there's always the honor and the glory and the praise, the accolades, the fun, and there's no limit to where you can go with Mary Kay.
That here was a woman who retired from one direct selling position, developed a company, and made it respond to the needs of women as she knew them. And those needs have not changed. So for that, I will eternally be grateful.
Para entender Mary Kay, para entender a magia de seu mundo, é importante saber como é difícil para as mulheres sua trajetória no mundo dos negócios. Elas trabalham por menos dinheiro, em empregos sem inspiração e prestígio e com menos oportunidades de crescimento em relação aos homens com a mesma qualificação. Mas, de vez em quando, mesmo nos anos 30 e 40, uma mulher apareceria traçando seu próprio caminho, criando suas próprias oportunidades num mundo dominado pelos homens.
I came at the right time. I just got the little ones to take a nap.
Oh, I know all about that. Let's face it, of all the jobs in the world, being a parent is the most important. Don't you agree?
I couldn't agree more.
Thank you. But there's no school or academy where you can get a degree in being a mom or dad.
It would be easier if children came with a set of directions.
They do now. These books offer advice on how to help children grow up with the right values at a price everyone can afford.
I wish I could really use these. But I could no more afford them than fly to the moon.
I know it's hard, but listen to me. You only have to pay a little each month.
They're still way out of my league. They look wonderful. I'm sorry.
Look, you sound like you really want these books.
I do, and I bet I know some other people who would too.
Do you think you could sell books like these?
I could try.
I tell you what, you sell 10 sets for me, and I'll give you a set free.
Wait a minute. All I have to do is sell 10 sets. That shouldn't be too hard.
Okay. Is that your car outside?
Oh, it's my husband's. I don't drive. I never learned how.
I'm going to leave these here. You look them over. I'll come back on Monday. Make sure that car is here. And, honey, you and I are going to sell some books.
That sounds great.
believe you've sold. Now let out the clutch slowly, Mary Kay. 10 cents over the telephone already. No, too fast. Easy on the clutch.
Oh, boy, this is fun.
Well, I found that I really loved direct sales. I loved the freedom that I had and being able to manage my own time. And being in direct sales meant that I could be gone just 3 or 4 hours at a time, and it gave me the opportunity of being able to be back with my kids when I needed to be quickly, which was very appealing to me.
Hi, I'm Mary Kay.
I loved the fact that I could make the kind of money that I did in a small amount of time, and I decided this is something I wanted to do for the rest of my life.
Mary Kay era natural. Ela realmente não vendia. Ela oferecia a oportunidade para pessoas serem melhores pais, algo que todos desejam ser. Dentro de 9 meses, Mary Kay não apenas havia conseguido seu manual de instruções de graça, como havia vendido $25 mil em livros para amigos e vizinhos.
Here, why don't you take a look yourself?
It's important that you have a product that needs to be purchased again and again. When you have a customer once, you usually have them from that point forward if you treat them correctly and become their friend. Obviously, when they bought a set of books, that was the end of the sale and the end of that customer.
Mary Kay descobriu a Stanley Home Products. Ela decidiu que esta poderia ser a oportunidade que ela procurava. Ela realizou algumas festas Stanley, e estas foram um triste fracasso. Ela percebeu que vender produtos domésticos exigia uma estratégia diferente de vender livros.
Yes, ma'am. This is the car. Oh, you're all set.
Talvez ela pudesse encontrar o segredo para o sucesso na convenção nacional desta grande empresa em Dallas. Ela pegou emprestado $12 para o bilhete de trem e para o hotel. E com poucas roupas, uma caixa de biscoitos e um pedaço de queijo, ela foi em direção à grande D.
I wanted to go because I had to learn what I needed to know in order to make a living at that. Besides, it sounded so wonderful. I lost a few friends in the process of trying to borrow that $12, but finally I got the money. But with it, I got a sermon about how I shouldn't be going to one of those evil conventions like men go to, and that I ought to be spending that $12 on my children's shoes. But I went anyway.
S-T-A-N-L-E-Y, Stanley all the time. That's the slogan you will hear, buzzy, buzzy in your ear. And now the moment you've all been waiting for. It is my great honor to announce this year's Stanley Home Products Queen of Sales, Lavita O'Brien. And to show our appreciation, we want to present to you this beautiful alligator handbag.
Thank you so much. Oh, I can't believe it. Well, I really just followed what you've taught me. Set a goal, hitch my wagon to a star, and once I got on my track, I shared with some friends what I wanted to achieve. And I did it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lavita O'Brien.
Mr. Beveridge, next year, I'm going to be the queen.
You know, somehow I think you will.
Oh, it's so good to see you.
Lavita.
Yes.
I just think you're terrific.
Oh, thank you.
I wonder if one evening while we're here, would you put on a Stanley party in your room and show me what you do? Because obviously I'm not doing the right thing.
Well, of course I will. How about tomorrow night?
Thank you so much.
Okay.
That would be wonderful.
Hello.
S-T-A-N-L-E-Y, that's the slogan you will
persuaded the woman who was queen of sales to put on a Stanley party. And I took 19 pages of notes. And I spent my time going back to Houston memorizing those notes. The next week it really paid off because I quadrupled my sales.
And now the moment you've all been waiting for. It is my great honor to announce this year's Stanley Home Products Queen of Sales, Mary Kay Rogers. And as a token of our appreciation, I'd like to present to you one of my favorites, this marvelous flounder light.
Anos depois, o palco de Mary Kay competiria com o glamour da Broadway.
I was a school teacher, and we never got pink Cadillacs when we taught school.
The feeling of that recognition and knowing that everybody knows what you've accomplished, and just the feeling it inside just makes you feel even more on top, and once you just want to keep going.
Prizes and recognition, to me, is the ultimate. If the car, the Cadillac that I drive, is a trophy on wheels.
We have a company car, but it's a little special in terms of the way that we earn it, because it becomes a symbol of achievement.
I came to my first seminar, and when she walked out on the stage, I thought Elvis walked in the room. The cheers and the crowds and the people rushing the stage. Then I realized what a difference she had made in all of these people's lives.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Miss Lookalike. Are we ready? That's a little low. Little low, little low. Let me see how you look. Oh, you look sweet. That's how you look. Okay. Perfect.
Perfect.
Where's your necklace?
It's in my bag.
Good.
Okay.
All right.
Your turn.
One down.
Now, who do you want to look like today?
Her. Yeah, let's turn this thing around. Let me look like her now. All you gotta do is take off 50 years. So get with it. It's gonna take a while.
Grandmother called me one day and said they're doing a skit where they want to look alike.
That was my granddaughter, Gina. Shall we say before and after?
Before what and after what?
Yeah.
Antes de existir a Mary Kay Cosméticos, enquanto trabalhava para a Stanley Home Products, Mary Kay estava descobrindo os ingredientes do sucesso que um dia ela traria para a sua própria companhia.
Be better Wednesday or Friday? Oh, that's too bad. I'll call you next month. I'd love to demonstrate it for just the three of you. Don't worry if they can't all come. Some of my most successful parties have been with just a few people. You recruited 2 people. That's great. I'm so proud of you. Now we have to get those 2 people to recruit 2 more people. Uh-huh. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Don't let them get the best of you. Settle down, boys.
I'll be home in 3 hours. Here's the number where I'll be. They can have some of those chocolate chip cookies you baked for them after they finish their homework.
I love you.
Richard, shouldn't you be in bed?
I'm waiting for my mommy.
Well, goodness. That's Mary Kay's son. Where is she?
She's at a party.
Oh, a party. I see.
Richard, come in here.
concerned about the
You mean extra
Now, if you have any questions about anything, I'd be happy to answer them right now.
Oh, you know that wax that you said that I wouldn't slip or fall down on?
Uh-huh.
I fell down last week and nearly broke my neck.
It's a good thing it was Stanley, or you might have. And please, if you know anyone who would like to host a Stanley party, it'll give you extra points on your hostess gift.
Oh, and what might that be?
Well, I'll show you a picture of it a little bit later. Ben, put 2 cans of wax in Mrs. Klein's sack on the bottom, along with 2 window cleaners. Oh, put the toothbrushes on the top so you don't crush them. Let's see. Marilyn, honey, don't forget to put an extra duster in Mrs. Blinken's bag. Richard, staple the order form a little higher on the sack.
Richard says he was born in direct sales, and he says that because even at the ripe old age of 3, he was helping us fill Stanley orders in the garage. And the other 2 kids helped with filling those orders, too. This was sort of a family ritual every Saturday morning. We filled all the orders I'd sold during the week, and then we delivered them. And afterwards, the children counted the money to see how much we'd made.
Look, I got all gold stars this week. That means I get all my allowance.
No, you don't. You didn't wash the dishes on Thursday.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't. Did we get enough money to go to the movies this week?
I hope so.
In the early 1950s, Mary Kay left Stanley for another sales position. Her hard work and talent brought her into the company's boardroom.
We've got 1,400 people. Why aren't our sales higher?
I've been thinking about that.
All right, Mary Kay, what have you got?
Well, as you know, I've opened 43 states around the country. I've hired the best people, but they need help training their sales force. If we had an audio-visual presentation, we could use it to train when I'm on the road recruiting.
Mary Kay, you know we don't use audio visuals.
That's my point. We should. We could teach, but we could also inspire. An audio-visual program could get our people excited about our products, show them how to increase their sales. We always tell them what they're doing wrong. Let's show them how to do it right. Motivate with a carrot instead of beating them over the head with a stick.
Well, that's just not the way it's done.
Then we should change the way it's done.
Now, there you go again, Mary Kay. You're thinking like a woman. Bill, what have you got? Give me something I can use.
That's all you have to do. And it's time we stopped competing with each other. Let's save that for the other companies. Look, if a displayer in one area is having trouble, another displayer should pitch in and help. The best of us should help the rest of us succeed. So get on out there and do your best. I know you can do it. All right.
Neste tempo, permanecendo na mesma companhia, Mary Kay treinou, motivou e supervisionou um dos melhores times de vendas do mundo dos negócios. Ela viu muitos dos homens que ela treinava desenvolverem carreiras de sucesso. Homens que ganhavam o dobro de seu salário.
Going to do it. About my raise. I've been here 11 years, and I've opened 43 states for you. You know there's nothing I wouldn't do for this company.
Mary Kay, no one here has been more valuable to the company than you have. And believe me, I understand how you feel. But you've got to understand that the men in this company have families to support. I've got to pay them more.
I have a family and bills to pay, too.
About the promotion. I know that you're qualified, but the bottom line is this. I just can't afford to put a woman in this position. We need someone who will think about career first. I'm sorry. I just can't afford to put a woman in this position. We need someone who will think about career first. I'm sorry.
I thought, this is it. I've had it. And to me, it was like a death, because I could not believe that I would no longer be connected with this company to whom I'd given so much. And I felt very devastated, very sad. And I went home, and I remember that I cried all night, and if I had had the opportunity the next morning to come back, if they had called me, I would have gone back, chances are. But they didn't call.
All those years I gave to the company.
And I was so angry about what had happened. And I guess it was only then that I decided to write the book that would help women over the obstacles that I had to overcome. I didn't know how to write a book, and so I had to use a legal-size pad. And all I did to organize my thoughts was to put down on one pad everything good that the two companies I had been with had done. And then I spent a couple of weeks on that, and then I took a second pad and wrote down the problems that I had encountered. And then one day it occurred to me, if you're so brilliant, how would you have solved them had you had the opportunity and the responsibility? And then I read the whole thing and discovered that I had put on paper a marketing plan that would give women an open-end opportunity where they could accomplish anything in this world they wanted to do. If they wanted to do it bad enough, they were willing to pay the price.
A company that will give women the opportunity to be the best that they can be.
And so the company was born. I felt that I had to get a product that a woman could use and believe in and recommend to other people, and would have enough confidence in her ability that she could sell that product. So I thought about a lot of things. What could be used as a product? And decided that since it had to be something women could believe in, and most women feel they are cosmetic experts at age 20, why not cosmetics?
Mês antes da companhia abrir, o marido de Mary Kay morreu de ataque no coração.
So, what do we do? Every single penny I have is spent or committed.
We go on. I think you could do anything.
But how? I only have half the company.
Mother, I'll move to Dallas tomorrow to help you.
That's right. We'll all help. I'll open Houston.
Mother, you can do anything you set your mind to do. Now, this is my savings passbook. I can't think of anybody I'd rather invest in than you. There's $4,500 there. You use it how you think best.
Well, on September the 13th, 1963, we opened our doors as planned. And nobody starts a company on Friday the 13th, but we did, because that's the day the lease started. And Richard was helping to fill orders, which, of course, we didn't have at that point. We had a small Sears Roebuck $9.95 shelf and one layer of cosmetics. That was it. Marilyn, on the other hand, went off to Houston and began trying to sell through the class outline that I had given her of how she should do this. Later on, as Ben joined us to be the warehouse manager, we would be up till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning putting out a newsletter, and we did it with one of those old mimeograph machines. I would write it, and they would print it, and then we would all stuff envelopes and mail these things out. And it was a very interesting family venture. We all worked as long as it took to do whatever was needed to be done.
Today, we have some special people here who would like to share with you a few words they've been saving up in their hearts for many, many years.
It was the first day of first grade. I remember we walked home together that day at lunchtime. And when you came by on the way back to school, still munching the egg sandwich you had fixed for yourself, my mother realized that because your mother was working, you had to fix your own lunch. From now on, you'll come to our house, Mother declared. You became like a member of our family. My mother always delighted in knowing that you still drink your milk over ice, because that's the way she fixed it for you all those many years ago. We've remained close for a lifetime, Mary Kay. I admire you and I love you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mary Kay's childhood friend from Houston, Dorothy Zeph Forrestal.
First time I'm speechless. Thank you for all of you for what you've meant to my life. And God bless you. Dorothy's right. I used to eat her breakfast every single morning. She was one of those little kids, you know, who just wasn't hungry ever. And her mother had her hair in little, lovely little curls. They used to wear them little curls. And she had those darling little starch pinafore and looked so cute. And here was Mary Kay in that sugar bowl haircut. Wash and wear, dressed before they were wash and wear because if it got ironed, I had to do it. And she looked so perfect all the time. And my goodness, what memories.
Foi uma época glamurosa, a década de 20. A aventura da América nunca esteve tão cheia de promessas. Mas para uma jovem garota de Houston, Texas, essa aventura parecia muito longe.
Here, Daddy, this might help.
Thank you, sweetheart. Potato soup. Sure am thinking about how I'd like some potato soup.
Potato soup?
Yeah, for supper. I haven't had potato soup since your mother did the cooking.
Potato soup. I don't know how to make potato soup.
Sweetheart, you take 2 potatoes. That should be just about right for Daddy. And then you need some onion and some half-and-half cream.
Oh, Mama, can't you please come home?
Now, you can do this, honey. Don't forget the butter, and you chop up the onions real fine. I'll be right there. Now, I've got to go, sweetheart. I know this is hard, but Mother knows you can do it. I love you. Bye-bye.
It smells wonderful, honey. Just like your mother's. Remember she used to make it like that back when we were in Hot Wells.
I said when I was talking up there that you're a living example of what you believe. You can do it. And she always believed that. You can do it. Your mother always told you you can do it.
She sure did. And you know, if Dorothy made an A, I had to make an A+ because I had to be, and the only way I could really be close to Dorothy was to be there and try to outdo her in order to stay close, because she had all the things that my family did not have and that I didn't have. And I envied her on one hand and admired her on the other.
Whatever she was in, she was usually head of it.
Well, we were very competitive in that we wanted to be the best of whatever we did.
She was extremely capable of taking care of any type of thing, even from first grade. As I say, my first remembrance of her is helping me. I probably was crying, couldn't get the little locker open. And she came and said, did I need help?
So I don't remember that at all.
Well, I do remember
that's
that.
Funny.
It's funny. It's been, quite a few years. But I do
Don't
remember.
Tell how many.
No, I won't tell.
Good.
We have a thing. Mary Kay told me, and I use it now. A woman that will tell her age will tell anything.
Right.
And so
we're 30 through.
America's participation in World War I became essential to the winning of the war. Thank you.
Mary Kay era uma aluna excepcional. Fazia amigos facilmente. Ela ganhou prêmios em debates e concursos de oratória. Ela se formou sendo a primeira da classe. E depois, chegou a hora daquele tão esperado rito de passagem, a faculdade.
So pretty. I know. Mary Kay, I'm so nervous. Dorothy, don't worry. You're going to conquer the world. Time is just going to fly by, and before you know it, you'll be the prettiest Phi Beta Kappa in Texas. There's so many clothes. I'm scared. You'll be fine. I know you can make it. Oh, you can carry this suitcase. You can do anything.
Okay. I'm ready. Are you ready?
Ready. Oh, don't forget this.
E então era a hora da aventura começar. Elas foram para a faculdade, todas, menos uma.
It's possible that we grow as we learn how to overcome the problems and difficulties of our lives. And I'm sure that having overcome so many things in my life that were very difficult, that I have been able to impart that to women as how they, with their struggles, can use those struggles to grow and perhaps become better than they ever thought they could be.
From becoming a single divorced parent with no alimony, no child support, no home, all of my dreams are coming true this time because I'm going to do it myself.
And I have flexible hours now. I'm able to quit my full-time job. And when you work for yourself, you get paid the kind of money that you deserve to, which is very exciting.
And today, it thrills me to know that we're not only touching the lives of women in Dallas, but women around the world, in country after country, with cultures much different than ours, but with the same purposes and demands and aims in life that we all have.
Are you ready for the most exciting night of your life? Good. Because you see, tonight is the night when dreams come true.
This is in case you get cold up here.
Oh, thank you.
I'll bet you've already spent it.
Okay, I'll never sit up it.
Isn't it the place to be?
Yes, it is. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
In Cleveland, Ohio, many years ago,
Ohio,
you
yes.
said to me, Nina, get a car, and I did.
And?
Nina, get to be a director, and I did. Now tell me something else.
Be a national, and
yes,
you do.
ma'am. All right, I will.
I was working on my master's degree and coordinating a job training program for young adults, and now I get to make the money, the wonderful money in Mary Kay, but I still get to volunteer and do that type of work. But I was very unhappy in my job. I was giving to a lot of people, but I really wasn't receiving the things that I needed. And Mary Kay allows me to be able to help people and still give, but also be able to live a wonderful lifestyle.
Mary Kay é a celebração das asas das possibilidades. Ela é a fonte de inspiração de um sonho que viverá para sempre.
How would you like to be remembered? And I guess it's as someone who helped women to understand how great they really are.